Hello guys. I am not reacting to the video today, but I will let Julie and Luca take over for the next 3 episodes, because I have to do a lot of things. Anyways, I am heading off right now since I am super busy. See you on the gaming videos in the coming days.
Okay guys, I will be taking over for the next 3 episodes, because Roblox Fanatic 2028 is super busy with a lot of things to do, but you can see her on the gaming videos in the meantime. Anyways, today's video will be reacting on Fox and Nick Really Real Rant Season 2 Number 6, 2020.
But anyone doesn't like that year, we and the creator will respect your opinion.
Well then, we will go to the different room once the video started. Anyways, let's do this.
2020? Oh, my freaking wildest beliefs. This wasn't a good year for me, as it probably wasn't for any of us. Here are the reasons this year sucked. January and February weren't bad that much, but March was when it all began.
I have already know what happened. On January 4th, 2020, I went to the store with my mom, but the car was broken down. Then also on January 24th, 2020 was a crazy Friday. My brother Christian was complaining about the heater, then my dad was so annoyed that someone was turning off the heater by hacking the secret code.
For me, on February 1st, 2020, I went to Christian's house for his 18th birthday. Second, on February 2nd, 2020, my wife brought a cake for the Super Bowl on her 35th birthday. Third, on February 15th, 2020, my mom came to teach more on speaking Japanese. Fourth, on February 21st, 2020 was a crazy Friday. I saw someone was going for a car drifting while I was driving on the highway to Fantasy Fair to meet my friends. And fifth, on Leap Day 2020 was a rough weekend. My car was broken down after I went shopping at Walmart, but my teenage kids was arguing with me too much, and my wife was almost not getting some Starbucks for fighting.
Well, let's find out after 2 months wasn't bad.
March was when COVID became an issue, and so many places, including my school, had to close down for a while. We were all stuck at home with online school, and so many events were canceled or postponed. My house normally has housekeepers that come weekly, but we had to keep them out for a month and a half. My house was a barnyard until we hired them back in May. During the second half of March, we were mainly just getting settled in, doing some chores, and a little basketball outside, and my brothers liked to get lunch from our local deli delivered. We often argued over who gets to cook first. We had too many family dinners when I'd rather be by myself, but then that's when I started making videos again.
I will explain. March is where the coronavirus have became an issue, and so does Christian's college, my high school, and Andrews University have to be closed down for 2 months.
Same here for Jordan, Irisina, and Ulrich's Middle School, and Caden, Jessica, and Julian's High School will be closed for 2 months as well, and we're stuck at home with online stuff. I have to help the teenagers and big kids with homework, and I can't go to work in person until further notice. The second half of March is that I failed to fix the backyard. We usually have a construction crew come over to expand the backyard, but they can't work on it until further notice.
April, very boring. It was just raining and raining all month long. I did a little walking when it was nice, rode my bike a little, and realized I am still able to do my long walks while social distancing and washing my hands.
Oh, that was the month where the power ran out after the rare thunderstorms. But also on April 26, 2020 was my 15th birthday. My new headphones was delivered to my house after my dad ordered it on Amazon.
May got a little better. On the 3rd, I got a home haircut and played some more basketball with my brothers. On the 5th and 17th, I mowed the lawn, and over the other weeks, I continued with my videos, did some more walking, and for Memorial Day weekend, we went 240 miles up since we do have a house up there, and when we got back, I cleaned out my room, and the last day of that month was my personal favorite during quarantine. I got some food delivered, and then we went to graduation caravan, and I got to see my best friend. We talked to each other, while social distancing.
Explanation: on May 2nd, 2020, my laptop was badly damaged, which caused a massive fight. Second, on May 10th, 2020, I enjoy walking with my wife while the weather was very sunny. 3rd, on May 22nd, 2020 was a crazy Friday. My car got into an accident on the highway, which cost a lot of money to fix it. And 4th, on May 30th, 2020 was a bad weekend. My wife was struggling over the coronavirus lockdown after the government extended until July.
June, that month was awful. It was the month where my dog started refusing me because he'd rather hang out with my mom. There was even one time when he nearly bit me. Well, luckily he didn't, but still. Not to mention all the arguing I had with my brothers over what we watch at lunch, when we go on vacation, and over our dog. There were some exceptions though. I went to the beach, went ziplining, and had some good walks in the woods 240 miles up from my original home.
Oh no. June is such a scary month.
I know, remember on the 11th, 12th, and the 26th? Okay, on June 11th, 2020, my dog refused to go for a walk. I thought he was nearly bite me, but I didn't get my leg hurt.
On June 12, 2020, my dad was fixing the light fixture after the one was not working.
Then on June 26, 2020 was my 32nd birthday. My wife brought a cake to have a party, but too bad I can't invite my friends due to COVID.
July got worse. On the 3rd, we went to a Bouquet River and I was bored, and I didn't want to use my phone because I don't want to spread COVID germs. The 4th wasn't terrible since I climbed a mountain, though there was some arguing over the dogs. The 5th, 6th, and 7th were good days, but on the 8th, everyone had to help put the dishes away, which makes things worse than only one person because so many are in the same spot trying to do the same things. On the 9th, we were arguing over wearing just my underwear to bed due to the hot weather. On the 10th, it was a normal Friday. On the 11th, I went to a camp, which made a lot of arguing and uncomfortable 3 across and side-by-side sitting. I hate going to this camp so much.
Oh no, July got very worse than June.
Yeah, on July 1st, 2020, the Maple Fest was cancelled due to COVID. I didn't go to Central Park because the government have closed the park due to social distancing. I have to watch the fireworks from my house. 2nd, on July 7th, 2020, I attend a video call with my friends. 3rd, on July 15th, 2020, I failed to exercise due to the hot weather. And 4th, on July 29th, 2020, me and Michael went for a walk around the neighborhood.
I don't have much to say about August, except I started walking even more, as well as eating at the benches at my local deli for the first time since late 2019 September.
I have nothing to say about August, except the following day, on August 21st, 2020 was Regina's 12th birthday. We went to Tim Hortons for the first time since 2 years ago. 2nd, on August 26, 2020, I walked with my brother to the store to buy some instant coffee. And 3rd, on August 30th, 2020 was my dad's 31st birthday. We finally got Tim Hortons iced coffee, and we have a picnic in the bench outside for the first time since 2019.
That month was ridiculous, except for the very end. I had to go up to the same camp that I did in July, and it wasn't very fun that much. However, when we got back, there were a few good days, but not a lot. On the 6th, I walked to Staples to get my school supplies. On the 7th, I got my classes, and I had a class with my best friends in 2 classes, Spanish and English. On the 8th, it was my first day, and it went out fine, except my Chromebook wasn't really working with the internet. On the 9th, it was a normal day. On the 10th, my Chromebook continued to not work, but got better later in the day. On the 11th, one of my teachers forgot to put the Google Meet link in Google Classroom, making me late for that class. The 12th and 13th were a normal weekend. On the 14th, I accidentally wore my slides to school, but none of the teachers cared. On the 15th, I played basketball with my brothers, but the game got interrupted because I saw a bunch of my friends. The 16th was a normal day. On the 17th, I didn't have first period, so I went to school a little later. On the 18th, there was some arguing on biking on the sidewalk versus the road. On the 19th, my mom almost took away my biking for a week, until my dad prevented that from happening. On the 21st, it was a normal Monday. The 22nd wasn't quite a good day. It was my grandpa's birthday, and my parents forced me to hang out with him for dinner, but I didn't feel comfortable doing it because of COVID.
First of all, on September 7, 2020, I was lucky that Michael didn't have a dream of discovering supernova at night since 2016. Second, on September 12, 2020 was a bad weekend. A thunderstorm prevented me from going walking. Third, on September 21, 2020, I went to Walmart to buy my new laptop. And fourth, on September 30, 2020, the fire alarm went off at the building while I dropped off the new coffee machine to my friends.
October, November, and December were bad months for me personally. Let's start with October. On October 1st, I talked to my best friend in Spanish and we did an oral activity together. On the 2nd, my school had a 1-hour delay. On the 3rd, I did some walking, followed by a dance party with some cupcakes and other snacks. That following week, including Columbus Day weekend, were fine. The 14th was a really good day because I got a peaceful bike ride to my deli, followed by some beautiful walking on such a nice day. The 3rd week was okay. The really good day happened on Saturday, the 24th, because it was my first time taking down a video copied off mine, and when I did my 7-mile walk, I didn't touch my phone, so I didn't have to wipe it when I got home. The 25th and 26th were normal. On the 27th, I had a free before lunch and biked to the local deli and got extra food. On the 28th, there was a little arguing over what we watched. On the 29th, I shared an umbrella with one of my friends, which was the one time I intentionally broke the social distancing rule. On the 31st, I spent that Halloween as if it were any other day, which included my 7-mile walk again.
Explaining by Julie.
On October 3, 2020, I go for a one last walk with my brothers before the cold weather starts. Second, on October 7, 2020, I meet my friends at high school during lunch. I try to social distance, but someone was keep pushing me, which break the law. Third, on October 12, 2020 was a bad Monday, the power went out, which may ruin Thanksgiving. Fourth, on October 25, 2020, I finally go to Transition Center for the first time since 2019. Fifth, on October 28, 2020, my TV wasn't working, I try to reset it just to play some video game. Sixth, on October 29, 2020, my brother Andrew was raging over Among Us, which causes to break all of the stuff in my basement. And seventh, on October 31, 2020, I can't go trick-or-treating on Halloween because of 2 reasons. 1. I have to stay home. And 2. A thunderstorm prevented me from getting some candy.
November was personally a great month for me. On the 4th, I did that same walk due to the 1:30 Wednesday. The 5th wasn't quite a good day though. My best friend told me all I did in the past was bother her, even though she thanked me back then for all those actions. Why didn't she tell me that then? I was worried I'd lose her. However, the 7th was when things got better, a lot better I should say. My dog didn't refuse unlike most days, which was followed by Biden winning the election, and then a beautiful, scenic 7-mile walk, as well as a beautiful sunset. On the 8th and 10th, I did some more walking while the beautiful weather continued. Also, on the 10th, I was partnered with my best friend during Spanish class. The rest of that week and the following week were normal, and on the 24th, I went shopping by myself. On the 25th, I bagged some leaves. On the 26th, it was Thanksgiving. It was bad at first with the arguing over wearing a collared shirt, but a nice walk made the day better. On the 27th, I did my classic 7-mile walk again. On the 28th, I mailed some Christmas cards, actually myself, not with stamps in the mail.
Okay, on November 6, 2020, there was a big fight over Fortnite, but I have to avoid the fight to be safe. On November 10, 2020, I finally got a new job in the office at Lawrence Allen Center. I got an interview, and later, I ended off with Starbucks iced coffee. On November 19, 2020, Michael and I went out for pizza for the first time since 2018. On November 26, 2020 was a crazy Thursday. I couldn't watch TV due to the teenagers was being too loud over Fortnite game, and on November 30th, 2020 was a great weekend. I took Julienne to transition center after school for the first time.
December was mostly a fine month. On the 2nd, I cooked dinner for my dad. On the 3rd, we had a scavenger hunt in PE. On the 4th, I got an award for earth science. On the 5th, I did a little live stream on Twitch. On the 6th, I got a Christmas tree. On 7th, I got my brother some lunch at the local deli. A normal week, and on the 15th, I got my new iPhone. On the 17th, it was snowing, and there was a professional who shoveled our driveway.
Something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am.
On the 18th, my brothers and I played in the snow and had some snowball fights along with my dog.
Something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am.
On the 21st, due to construction, the Wi-Fi went down, which prevented me and my brothers from going to class. The issue went on until the afternoon of the 22nd. On the 23rd, I did a 7-mile walk south, took the train 14 miles north, and then walked home 7 miles south again. On the 24th, I delivered some presents. The rest of December was fine.
Okay, the creator said stop making up the snowy day please. It's make us want to dance into music in a D major. Anyways, let's explain what happened.
First, on December 5th, 2020, I cleaned my garage after the storm recently. Second, on December 8th, 2020, I went to work at the office in Lawrence Allen Center. Third, on December 18th, 2020, I can't take my 3 sons to the mall due to the big snowstorm. Fourth, on December 21st, 2020, my computer wasn't working. I tried to take it to the fixer, but the worker didn't came to help. And fifth, on December 25th, 2020, I got a new bike and a new water cooler for Christmas.
Before we end the video, let's find out, but I will explain after the ratings.
To end the year, I put 2020 on a card, and at midnight, I ripped the card up into pieces, and good riddance that this year is over. On the plus side, that's when my bullying era ended due to leaving everyone alone, but mainly in March, April, June, July, August, and some of September, this year sucked.
That's what happens when I rage after midnight, and I am happy that 2020 is in the past now. Good riddance.
But 2021 is a bit tough than 2020.
I don't know who likes this year, but do you know who hates it? Almost everyone in the whole wide world.
Yeah. Everyone in the entire planet dislikes that year. It is very worse than 2022 where everything is settled from the pandemic.
I agree, 2020 is not a good year, so I give that year a big fat 0. But 2021 is a bit tough, but also 2022 is starting to get better. We will react to it soon.
We're all glad that this year is gone and we're likely happy to be living at this moment. 2020 sucks. And so does online school. 2021, which was my favorite year so far, will forever be 999 million billion trillion quadrillion quintillion googolplex infinity times better than 2020. End of rant.
Actually, 2022, which is our favorite year, will forever be 999 million billion trillion quadrillion quintillion goplex infinity times better than 2020. Anyways, that's the end of the reaction video. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.
Even so